we don't really spend a lot of time together. We don't talk as much.
I ain't the type to say things I don't mean. I ain't the type to grab things I don't need. Ay, I ain't the type to say things I don't mean. Nah, I ain't the type to say things I don't mean. Click, ay, you don't fit in with the click right now. You don't.
Dumela, my name is Tapelo, aka Thappzy. You know, I was having a thought, right? Do you ever think that you breaking up with someone was the best thing that can happen for them? Like, you look at their lives now, if you have access, you look at their lives now and you think, you know what, you're doing way better than you would have with me. Because here's the thing, we're always thinking that we're the best thing to happen to people, but do you ever just look at someone's life and think, okay, you're doing good? Anyway, yeah, we'll continue this conversation. I'm gonna take you with me to gym. I'm heading to gym now, so I'm just finishing packing, and then we're heading out. We're heading to the gym for shape class. Anyway, let's go. And just like that, so I'm done at the gym. I'm late for church, so I'm gonna try and rush, because if I don't get on a taxi in the next 5 minutes, I'm completely late. So I'm finally done at church. I'm not wearing a tie today. I don't come to church for not wearing a tie, but it's fine. So we're gonna continue the conversation once I get to my place. I'm leaving church now. What time is it now? Yo, it's 1:10, so let's do that. And I'm back. You know, this video was supposed to drop 2 weeks ago, né? And I recorded, I edited, and then I see in the footage that it's a bit shaky. So I'm like, nah, it's fine. I can fix it in post. What a joke. I fixed it in post. But it took long to render. Like, I left it overnight and it didn't even render, so that sort of discouraged me. So I was like, okay, let me just record this whole thing, and this time let me put my phone on a tripod. So as I was saying, do you ever think that your relationship ending with someone is probably the best thing that can happen for them? Like, we always think that we are probably the best thing to happen to people, you know, but if the relationship ends, it means probably that you are not compatible, or you are not the best thing. So you're not the best thing for them and to them. So I was having a conversation with someone, right? And they mentioned that this person lost the best thing that ever happened to them, and they'll never find someone like them. In that moment, I agreed. But later on in my mind, I'm like, if the relationship ended, then probably this person was not the best thing to ever happen to this person. Probably they were not good for this person also. And the relationship ending could have meant that they were not compatible. And also saying they won't find someone like them. And in my mind, I'm like, isn't that the whole point? If the relationship ends and someone has to move on, they have to find someone who's more compatible for them. Not exactly like you, because if it ended, then you were not compatible. You know what I mean? because a lot of people find themselves in toxic relationship where it's hard to leave, because they are so used to being in that relationship. It gives them sort of ease of mind because they know what to expect. So I thought to myself, no man, let me search tips to help, tips that can help maintain a healthy relationship and not find themselves in a toxic relationship, because I can imagine that being in a toxic relationship is not easy, especially for the mental health. So I was like, let me share tips. So the tips that I'm sharing are things that resonate with me, things that I know I do. And the first one is probably my favorite, is being intentional. We put in so much effort before relationships. Like, I want to get this person, and then you're putting in the effort, showering that person with gifts, dates, and then the relationship becomes official, and then you chill, you're on autopilot because you have this person, you stop putting in the effort. Whereas what needs to happen is being intentional every day about the health of the relationship. It's also loving someone or treating someone the way you want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? So the constant reassurance. For me, for example, I love really loud. Yes, there are things that I will keep private about the relationship, but you have an idea that this person is in love or is dating this certain person. You know what I mean? So the second point is always show love. The next one is have fun. Life gets stressful, and the more we let outside stressors into the relationship, the greater the toll it takes on the relationship. So have fun with your partner. Go out, do silly things together, experience new things together. You know what I'm saying? Just creating memories with your partner, fun things. You know what I'm saying? Things that you both enjoy doing or that you've always wanted to try. That can help in being grateful of each other and showing it. It helps in focusing on the positive aspects of your life together. Many relationships turn toxic because we start focusing on the negative aspects of the relationships and the negative aspects of each other. So point number 4 is always appreciate the little things and don't be afraid, don't be scared to show it. And then speaking of life together, spend quality time together. We get so busy with day-to-day tasks. Some have school, some have work, and you get so busy in that you forget about the relationship or being present in the relationship. So spending quality time together enables or helps in being present in the relationship together. We tend to feel neglected in relationships because the other one is busy and they didn't say, and we don't really spend a lot of time together. We don't talk as much, so we end up feeling sort of neglected by the person. But trying and being present in the relationship helps with focusing on the positive and feeling seen in the relationship. The other thing that I stress a lot is having open communication, providing a safe space for your partner that they are able to talk to you about anything and everything without feeling like they are pestering you. Sometimes something happens and then you're thinking, should I not? And then you're like, you know what? It's just gonna start a fight. And then those things bottle up, they bottle up. And things bottling up end up creating that toxicity and hate because there's so many things. And then something happens and then boom, they explode. And then you're like, why didn't you mention this when it happened? I would have listened and considered what you were saying instead of me going on like there's nothing wrong. Which leads me to the next point. Talk when you're upset. Even if you just had a bad day or your partner did something that you don't particularly like but they don't know. Talk when something doesn't sit right with you. And it doesn't have to be in the moment, because there are people who want to take in whatever is happening and then think about it before even saying, because maybe in that moment they're angry and they know that they are probably gonna say something that they'll regret later. But don't let things pile up. And it goes to the previous point of having open communication. Don't feel like when your partner is mentioning something that you did that they are attacking you. It's something that upset them. Take it, acknowledge it. Don't take it as an attack. We find ourselves in situations where we are fighting each other instead of the issue. And for me, I feel like it shouldn't be that case. It should be you and me against whatever issue is tabled at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's what I wanted to say. A lot of us think we are the best thing since sliced bread. And we look at our former partners and they're flourishing, they're in great relationships and you thinking, they're not happy, because that's what you tell yourself in order to boost your ego. But do you acknowledge your toxicities too? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't yet, please consider just smash the subscribe button and leave a comment. How do you keep your relationship healthy? Maybe that can help someone. You never know. Share your tips, and until the next video, peace.